Hey there everybody, this is Shanigo doing post-production during these cutscenes and also while Neptunia craves pudding. This is Neptunia V2, and the last episode we rescued Umio from the clutches of monsters and, well, a share crystal while we're at it. Now Umio, as you can see here, is a fish person with the face, which is it's actually a reference to an obscure and probably the weirdest ever game ever made in VII, which is, it was sort of a virtual pet sort of game where you had a microphone that plugged into the Dreamcast controller and you could talk to your fish people, and for some reason all the fish people were basically voiced by Leonard Nimoy, the absolute legend that he is. But yeah, that's the reference that he has, because, as you know, Uzume is a reference to the Dreamcast because of her swirl, like, insignia and stuff, and, well, her daydreaming ability, which is kind of going on right now. But yeah, spoilers for these set of cutscenes is that Neptune craves pudding, Uzume starts craving pudding, decides to daydream about getting pudding, and all for that, inexplicably, we get pudding. And then we get told where we have to go next, which is a park, I guess. Well, it's called Jingu Sakura Park, so it must be a park. But yeah. So while I'm here, I don't really have very much else to say while these cutscenes are going on. But some trivia for you. Umio is voiced by Zenda Mobius, and, well, you might know him more as either Joker from Persona 5, or you might know him as the announcer guy from the Smash Brothers games, starting from the Wii U 3DS games onwards. And speaking of Persona 5 voice actors, well, voice actresses in this case, the voice actress who does the English voice for Uzume also does the English voice for Futaba, and you can probably tell with the certain voice in certain scenes when Uzume's talking, you can actually kind of tell the similarities between Uzume's voice and Futaba's. So there you go, there's some trivia for me. There's a little bit of me just waffling at this point when I was doing live commentary. I think I was just basically doing the trivia that I just said there. Well, I think I kind of contributed to the length of the total video between this video and the last video, because this video is basically a continuation from that. And it basically just ended up being like 45 minutes long, and I didn't really want to upload a 45-minute long video because I don't think anybody would watch it. I try to keep videos at least 30 minutes, and then if I can't actually keep it to 30 minutes, I try and split it up as best I can, which is pretty much done here. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm going to be voicing my opinions on some of the other cutscenes in this video later on in post. So I guess you'll be seeing me then once they actually show up.
Let's try going here. All right, I'm ready anytime. Doesn't hurt? Yes! There! I did it! We won! I choose you!
Okay, good. No other encounters other than that one. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Do our best.
So basically, this cutscene is basically just explaining why there is like essentially the equivalent of like a park we can walk through in this area where there's just like trees and everything going around. Considering that the rest of the Zero Dimension here is a bit of a end of the world type wasteland, and basically they try to hand wave it by saying that this is the result of all the share crystals around here. And since there's a lot of share crystals, we kind of do need them, and because we need to go bop a certain giant that's kind of being an absolute well, apparently it's causing the end of the world, but there's also the chance that we take away the share crystals, that whatever we're going to do is actually going to well, the entire place is just going to wither away into nothingness, and yeah, just turn the whole Zero Dimension into an absolute wasteland. And seeing as Uzume is the only CPU here, apparently since she's the only CPU here, she ends up going away, and then the Zero Dimension is destroyed, which is kind of not a good thing. We'll learn things later that may disprove this theory, but for now, let's just assume that if Uzume dies, then it's the end of the world for everything and everyone involved. Which is why we kind of want to get rid of the huge giant, and in order to do that, we need share crystals, and there's a lot of share crystals around here, so sure, let's just grab as many as we can without disturbing the wildlife, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much my take on this cutscene. I'll see you later for the future cutscenes. But anyway, Jingu Sakura Park. The enemies here are actually also pretty annoying, because I know there are certain enemies here that can drop status elements on you. Let's check. Those guys riding on the paper planes, they can inflict poison if they get a chance to do anything to you. Which, well, they're going to do. And they're going to pick on Uzume. Let's not pick on Uzume, shall we? Right, so where can we go from here? I think what I'm going to do is this. I don't mind using SP at the moment, because I'm, like I said, I fully intend on doing level grinding. Simply because I don't really want to spend a lot of time fighting the next boss, because like I've plenty of time saying it now, but hardest boss in the game and all that. Actually, I think Slash will get these two. You sure can. But yeah, I wanna like grind some levels. There's an event marker there, and while we've got enemies to I want to say we've got enemies to bot, but I can't actually seem to destroy one of them. But yeah, if it's only one enemy, then it's fine. I think they're able to do things too, but I've never actually really been able to get them to do anything, because usually they just do normal standard attacks. Now these guys are in a good position to just outright slash wave. Let's see if 2 slash waves kills these two. Sure does. Well, one of them does at least. Which is a good thing. Now I wonder if these slightly... Oh, these are the slight plummets from... previously. And Neptune really needs to get her speed up, because I really want her to be going fast, since she has buffs and stuff. We want to try burst, should kill all 3 of these. They have about 3000 HP. And why not? We'll have Neptunia do absolutely nothing. And then we'll attack him behind with Mirage Dance. That's kind of the thing with the plummets, it's pretty difficult to tell which side you're actually taking out. So it's pretty difficult to try and get the additional accuracy and attack bonuses you can get off them. Also, these barrels you can destroy, but not yet, we don't have a thing for them. But yeah, I'm going to do this one last fight here. I'm going to say, can we get... I think we can get all 3 here. I can attack this... I don't think I can now I think about it, because of where Neptunia is at the moment. So we'll have Neptunia kill this one, and Neptunia can traverse this. And the thing with traverse, as you can see, is that, well, for all coupling moves, is that all people that are involved in the coupling move actually gain that points towards the my special move challenge. But yeah, let's just proceed with the level and try and avoid getting surprise attacked by that guy again. I kind of don't really want to deal with them doing status elements and stuff. And this cutscene basically introduces you to this guy who is Goobs, who is a doggo and is the leader of the doggos around here. And basically he's here because he and his friends basically found this place and the share crystals that are here, which is kind of nice for him. I mean, we usually see doggos as like just enemies we have to defeat, and if you look at certain fan arts, well, yeah, the less said about that the better. But Yeah, doggos can be friendly, I guess. I mean, in one of the other Neptune spin-offs, Neptune actually does get like a sort of a doggo variant, I want to say, which she basically uses as a spring as my iPad goes up with notifications. That's pretty great. But yeah, it's just basically introducing him and why he's here. And speaking of introductions, we're potentially going to be introduced to yet another familiar face. You might not like this particular familiar face, but well, she kind of has to be here anyway. You look familiar. I don't like that you look familiar, but you certainly look familiar. But anyway, at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much explore the dungeon, try not to get into any fights, especially with that guy, because I think he will kill us. Find any items that we can salvage. I don't think there's any here unless we have Breaker. Yeah, there's an item where all those barrels are, and we can't get that one yet. That's unfortunate. I think that's the only thing that is here. Like I said, what I want to do, I'm going to explore the rest of this dungeon, find any items that I can, get to the save point, save, and call it a day. Those guys there, I believe, are actually weak to fire, but we don't actually have any fire skills yet, so On the plus side, more cutscenes. And yes, hello you. I know who you are already. Of course you're around here. It's like, why not?
Surprise attack! No way! I got one! What should I do? Yeah! I'm sorry. We won! I think I'm a little scared of Neptune now. Cha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
So, Netgear got bullied because we got ambushed, which is kind of like a bad thing. because if we go into another fight, she's gonna still be dead. Like, I think some of the other games tend to put people back to 1 HP, but that's not the case in this game. And there's a treasure there, but behind more barrels. There's nothing there but a large enemy.
Let's do our best. Here we go. Not bad. Nephew all up.
You know, it's kind of an issue because it's, I want to say it's technically only 3, but even if we weren't playing with DLC, to be fair, if we were playing with just no DLC, it'd just be these 3 anyway. So there's that. Let's see. Yeah, there's 2 more items there that we can get. Let's avoid you. I don't want to be. I have no interest in you. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because there's the event marker and there's the save point. So, like I said, what I want to do, what my intentions are, is everybody to around level 15, level 16-ish, and then I'll meet you back at the save point. It might be a little bit more because I may just try off camera dealing with the boss. I think level 15, level 16 should be like reasonable for it, but if it's not, then we are going to have to deal with that and level grind a little bit more. But anyway, it's a bit more of a longer video. Again, mostly cutscenes. Mostly cutscenes for, I'm afraid. But yeah, in the next video, hardest boss in the game already. Take care, and I will see you guys then. Ciao.